Today is a very special day not only to the Shenmue community, but to the whole gaming scene, because Shenmue 3 is finally here. And greetings YouTube gamers, welcome to another episode of Retro Raider. My name is Johnny Retro and welcome to the channel. The fans of the franchise have been waiting for this game for a very long time now. And the wait is over. And like I said, this is a very special day. Let me just start by saying this, guys. This is not going to be a review of the game. This is not going to be first impressions, because my copy of Shenmue is still sealed. I haven't tried it out yet. But I really wanted to make a video today about this day, about the launch day of Shenmue 3. I did a video a couple of months ago about my first experience with the Shenmue series, because yeah, I am a new Shenmue fan, where I talked about this awesome compilation, the remaster of Shenmue 1 and 2 on the PS4. I got an amazing feedback on that video. I got thousands of views, hundreds of comments, and I was really well received by the Shenmue community. So I'll leave the link of the video down below for you guys to check it out. But yeah, to sum it up, I've always heard about Shenmue. I kinda knew what it was, but I never gave it an honest try, if you will. But like I mentioned on that video, I really fell in love with the series, and I'm not gonna lie, I've put more than 100 hours in both of these games, and after I finished them, of course that I went to my local gaming store and I pre-ordered Shenmue 3. So I guess that I'm a lucky guy, because I've only been waiting for this game for about 2 months more or less, but a lot of you in the crowd have been waiting for more than 17 years for the release of Shenmue 3. So if my copy is still sealed, if I still haven't tried the game yet, what is this video going to be all about? Well, this video is going to be about the community, about the Shenmue community. Now, I think that overall, the gaming community is a very positive one. And over the years, pretty much since I'm a gamer, I've met a lot of great people, I've made a lot of friendships, thanks to video games. But the whole gaming scene is just too vast, is too big. And within this bigger community, there are these smaller communities. Communities that are focused in, a gaming genre, or in this case, a specific game. And I have to say that the Shenmue community is one of the most amazing, positive, and stronger communities in the whole gaming scene. And I think that has a lot to do with the game itself, because these games are not for everybody. I do understand that. Shenmue is not a game where you just say, well, it was okay. I mean, no, that doesn't happen in Shenmue. It is not okay. Either you love it and you really get into it, or it is just not your thing. And this doesn't happen with a lot of games, but sometimes, once in a while, a game like Shenmue pops up, and it just clicks. And I believe that is something that it really doesn't matter if you start playing the game, in late '99, if you start playing the game on the Dreamcast or on the Xbox, or like me, if you just discovered the game a couple of months ago. I think that really clicks, and it really brings the community together, because this is indeed a very special game. Now, the big problem with this series was the end of Shenmue 2, because you have to admit it, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but that was one of the biggest cliffhangers in gaming history. And for the next 17 years, more or less, that was it. That was it for Shenmue, that was it for the story, for the franchise, and it never got a conclusion. Not only never got a conclusion, but it never got a sequel. A sequel that it was deserved by the fans. So at E3 in 2015, and I totally remember this, I didn't have this channel at the time, but I totally remember that 2015 on E3, that was a huge year, and it was an amazing presentation on E3. The conclusion of the story, the conclusion of the series, Shenmue 3 was announced, and the master Ryo Hazuki himself, he reached for the fans and he asked for help. A crowdfunding for Shenmue 3 started, and what an amazing crowdfunding that was. I could be wrong about the data, but I believe that this was the biggest crowdfunding in a video game ever. in the end, I think that it was more than 70,000 people supporting this campaign, and it raised more than $7 million. And in fact, again, I could be wrong about the data, but I think that this game raised $2 million within the first 10 hours or something like that. And I mean, if that's not success, I really don't know what it is. So we were in 2015. The game was released today, so the fans still have to wait 4 years. But this community never gave up. They keep supporting the game, they keep bringing new fans for the franchise, and like me. And then of course we start to see the trailers, we saw some gameplay footage, and I'm not gonna lie, I think that the game looks pretty damn beautiful. Now about me and my upcoming relationship with Shenmue 3. Like I said, and as you guys can see, the game is still sealed. And that's because I'm not going to play this game yet. Right now I have a lot going on in my life, not only here on the channel, but my personal life and my job. And I am playing a lot of games at the moment. I mean, November has been a crazy year. I mean, so many releases. I think that we are living in a gaming overload, if you will. At the moment I'm playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm also playing other games, some retro games, to capture some gameplay footage for a couple of upcoming videos here on the channel. So that is pretty much the reason why I'm not going to play Shenmue 3 yet. Maybe in a couple of weeks, who knows. But one thing is certain. I want to experience this game at its fullest. I just want to have, you know, a moment with this game, my moment. I want to sit down, relax, and just take it all in. I don't want any distractions, I want solitude, I want it to be just me and the game. And looking back, that was how I experienced Shenmue 1 and 2 last summer actually. And it was just me and the game, and I think that that is the right way, the proper way to play Shenmue. Now going back to Shenmue 3, I've watched a couple of trailers, I watched a couple of gameplay footage, but I didn't watch any, you know, previews or reviews or first impressions. And I think that for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to stay away from the Shenmue community a little bit, just because I really don't want any spoilers. And what do I expect with this game? Well, first of all, I expect a conclusion on the story. Because the Shenmue story, it is not the most complex one, but it is very, very well told. And like in every good story, this one deserves an ending. But aside from the story, what I really want with this game is what I like to call a Shenmue experience. I want a living, breathing world to explore and to interact with. Because as you all know, the OG, Shenmue 1, was one of the very first open world video games. And it really paved the way for what came next. I mean, GTA, even games like Skyrim. It's true, Shenmue is one of the granddaddies. All of the NPCs have personalities and a background story. The way you interact with them today individually will impact the game tomorrow, the next day, the next week. Then of course you have a lot of collectibles, you have capsule toys, then you have a job, you have relationships, you have Forklift, which apparently is back in Shenmue 3. You can go to the arcade and actually play original Sega classics. Then of course you have gambling. You earn money. And in this game, Shenmue 3, you can customize Ryo. Then you have to do chase, you have to investigate, you have to talk with a lot of people, you have missions, and sometimes you need to use stealth, other times you just have to use brute force. Which leads me to the fighting. Now Shenmue is not a game that it is packed with action, but I really enjoy the fighting theme and the fighting mechanics of Shenmue. And on the previous games, you didn't have a lot of fights, but this is something that I've mentioned on my previous Shenmue video. You don't have a lot of fights, but when you do, it feels special, it feels important. And that to me just brings another layer of realism to the game. So yeah, that is my wish, that's what I'm expecting with Shenmue 3. And for the community, what I really want this game to be, I really want Shenmue 3 to be the best Shenmue game ever. And yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. I know that it was not much, this video was a little bit different from the videos that I do here on the channel, but like I said, today is a very important day. Not only to the Shenmue community, not only to the Sega community, but to gaming in general. And I'm not gonna lie guys, that was the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to be a part of history, of this little but important bit of gaming history. So I just have 2 more things left to say, and I want to say this to the Shenmue community. First of all, thank you so much once again for the amazing feedback, because I was really well received in the Shenmue community. Special shout out to Shenmue Dojo. If you guys don't know that community, I will leave the link down below. It is one of the most amazing websites that you can find about Shenmue. And the other thing that I want to say to the Shenmue community is congratulations. A lot of people have put their heart and soul in making this game. A lot of work, without a doubt, but it's all thanks to you. And yeah, that was the video, guys. I'm very happy. I think that it's days like this, you know, and games like this one, and you know, the whole weight that this game supports with an amazing community it has. It's days like this that makes this community, you know, this hobby special. I am very proud with my hobby. I am a very proud gamer, and I'm a very proud Shenmue fan. And let me know about you guys. Let me know down below, with no spoilers, let me know your initial thoughts of Shenmue 3. Are you enjoying the game so far? Are you an old school Shenmue fan, or are you like me and just jumped into this wagon recently? Once again, no spoilers, but let me know down below. That was the video, guys, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to put a like on this video, please subscribe to the channel, and take care of yourselves, take care of the gaming community, and game a lot.